y'all, this is Deanna. Welcome to my channel. I am on my lunch break right now and I prepared all this last night, so I thought I would bring you my next. I'm thinking I might put 2 or 3 of these in my craft fair. I've never sold them before, so I don't know how they'll do. So I don't want to like make a whole bunch and then not sell them. I don't know how they'll do. But I think they're super cute and they'd be great as gifts if you wanted to add them in to give someone a gift or something like that, or if you want to make one of these for yourself. It'd be great for that too. So what I did is I took a composition notebook. This is what it looks like, and I have covered it and I've made it into a little planner, and I think it turned out so cute. I love the color combinations on here, and y'all, I didn't do much on the front except put Christmas planner, and I added this joy. Y'all know I am a clean and simple crafter, so I didn't want to add too much because it's a planner. You didn't want to overdo it. And on the back, this is what it looks like. So let's kind of take a quick walk through of what it looks like inside. This is what it looks like. What I did is I covered this, and I still need to round my corners over here. I haven't done that one yet. But what I did is I covered this with a piece of paper, and then I made myself a little pocket, and this is where you could put like a Christmas card or something like that in there. I created these all in the Cricut Design Space, and the font that I use is Watermelon Family, and I think I downloaded that from dafont.com. That is actually my favorite font. I love that font. So this is just a pocket, a simple pocket, and I put an envelope in there to show you that you could put like a Christmas card or whatever in there. Now on the first one, we have 4. I made 4 tabs for these. See there? And the first one is going to be menu. And so on here, you're able to write like your menu, your grocery list, everything like that. I found this Merry Christmas, and I thought it was so cute. And I found it in this right here. It's my 6x8 Simple Stories Make It Merry pad. And y'all, I've went through a lot of it already. But that is where I got this one from. Now, all the papers that I'm using are from a bunch of different collections. So just use what is pretty to your eye and so forth. Okay, so the first one I decided just to put a Merry Christmas on here. And then the first tab, of course, is menu. And I've got like 20 pages of paper in between each one of my tabs. And then this one is for Christmas list, and I put an envelope here for any receipts if you want to, and all you got to do is, you can put like a Brad and put an enclosure on here, but I didn't do that. The next section is for card list, and you can just write your list of everything, all the people you want to send your Christmas cards to, and so forth. And then the last one is a calendar. Now, I don't have a calendar yet. I have to see if I can find one or create one on Cricut Design Space, but I did find this Hello December in that same Simple Stories 8x6 tablet I just showed you, and I thought it was cute, and I just layered it up. And then in the back, I put an envelope back here for any coupons or anything. Sometimes you might find a deal and you have to store something. I thought it would be super cute. Now, I was inspired to make this by something I saw on Pinterest. And I actually, let me show you. Where did it go? Maybe I don't have it anymore. Oh, here it is. I had printed out because they had a free printable, okay? And then I thought, you know what? I can create this myself on my Cricut Design Space. And so I kind of went with the same thoughts of how to make the wording for Christmas planner and so forth and all that. And just kind of like the coupons and receipts. But I also added in more. I added in Christmas cards. So this is what I did: Christmas planner, receipts, coupons, Christmas cards. And so anyway, so that is kind of what it looks like. And then for the little tabs that I did, I just went and I printed out, I just put it on my Cricut Design Space as well and cut them out. And then I just printed them. I did like a print, then cut them out. Now, if you don't have a Cricut, you can still, I always tell you this, you can make this regardless if you have a Cricut. I just used it to get the help from the Cricut. Now this Christmas, I don't know what the font is. The Christmas, I found it in the Cricut design space. If you look for searches for things, and I typed in Christmas at the top of my search, and that one came, and that's where I found it, and I just spliced them all together. Now Planner, of course, is just the Watermelon Family font, and I just ungrouped each one and changed the color to each one. So I think it turned out so cute. I like it. This is the back. But anyway, let me show you quickly how I make this. But anyway, let's put this over to the side. I've tried to prepare everything ahead of time just to save a little time here, because, you know, this could be a little bit time consuming. Okay, so you're going to need a composition notebook. I got mine for 50 cents at Target, okay? So the first thing that I did is I found the papers that I wanted to place on my front and back, okay? And so I'm going to do, this one is going to have like a gingerbread feel on it. And I also like to add a little piece of white going down the center, just like I did on this one. It kind of gives us separation. So just decide, do you want to have the plaid on top, or do you want the gingerbread on top? I think I'm going to go with the gingerbread on top, and I'll do the plaid on the bottom. So I've already got my tape. Make sure you put tape all the way up by the edge, because you want the cover to stay nice. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get these all peeled off. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to line this up. And this right here, all you need to do is line it up and find your measurement from here to here, okay? And so that's what I did. I just kind of put a little tick mark and I measured it up, okay? So I'm going to try to line it up with this black strip and line it up with the edge. And I'm just going to lay it down. Now, I see a little tiny bit there. Don't despair. Don't worry. It's going to be okay. Okay, then I have this one, and I just did the same thing, measured it up, and so forth. And let me see if I can tell you exactly what the measurement is, because this notebook is 7.5 width, but you've got this part right here, and then it's by 9 3/4, I believe. Let me see how wide I cut this. This is a 6.5, okay? So this is a 1 inch right here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to need a little bit more tape in here, and let me see. Yeah, so I'm going to need like some tape going right over here. So I'm going to add myself some tape runner here. I want to make sure I got my tape here. Now I'm going to take it and I'm going to hold the bottom of my notebook so I can use it at my thumb as a guide. And then I'm going to press it down. Okay. So use your bone folder and get this pressed down really, really well. So that actually is pretty good measurements. Now I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to use this piece, and it's only like a 1/2 inch. And I'm just going to put it in the center where I want it. And let me just add, actually let me cut it first, because I didn't cut the end. Okay, I'm just going to make a little mark right there. And I know that right there is where I need to cut this off. Okay, so now I'm just going to, let me see. I'll go, look at that. I couldn't get my pen back in my glue, y'all. And now it's really all, it's probably all stuck. Oh, let me see if I can get it here. Okay. Got it all cleaned out here. So I'm just going to take my glue and I'm just going to glue this down. And you can make this little strip as wide as you want. Just whatever you prefer. Okay? And I'm going to just put it just like this. It kind of gives it that separation of the two papers. Okay? Okay, so on my front, and I'll come back and I'll round my corners. But on my front, I've already got everything already ready to go. And I'm going to put Christmas planner right here. You can pop this up on some foam tape if you want, or if you don't want to, you don't have to. Let me see how much I have out here, if I have enough. Ooh, I might have enough. We'll try. I'm just going to add a piece at the top and the bottom. Yep, that's just enough. The other one I didn't put it on foam tape. Okay, I'm gonna stick a little tiny piece in the center. Actually, I'll do this. Okay, so I'm gonna stick a piece here and I'll stick a piece here. Okay. Y'all, today is my daughter's birthday. I cannot believe I have my two daughters. One is 38, and the younger one, she turned 37 today. Actually, if you want to get to particular, 37, she was born tonight at 10:10, so we'll give her a little bit more time of being 36. So my babies have grown up. Okay, that looks good. Pressing it down. And as you see here, see I've got a little dimension in there. So on my cover on this one, because I really didn't want to put too much on there, I found this Joy, and the Joy came from this Simple Stories pack. And it's Make It Merry as well. I don't have another Joy, but I thought I would put something else. Oh, the holly is very cute. I like holly. So I'm thinking I'll do that. Okay, let me get these out. Holly. Moving these. So all I'm going to do is put it down here at the bottom. These little letters are so cute. I'm going to run out of space, so I need to strategically set this. So let me see if I got, oh yeah, that will work. And then the Y goes off. So there we go. Super, super simple. Don't have to overthink it. Y'all, it's a planner. You don't want to add tons of stuff all over the front, because if they want to throw it in their bag, or if they want to do, they want to just make their notes, they don't want to have a bunch of stuff to have to worry about. I mean, in my opinion, this is just my opinion. If I'm having a planner, I want it to be simple, but I don't want it to be too bulky with decorations, if that makes sense. So to me, because I'm a clean and simple crafter, that's what I like to do. So there we go. I got that right there. So, but you do you. Okay, so I'm going to open up the front. And inside, I've already got my papers cut. And I just cut myself 2 papers that will fit in the front and the back. My inside flat papers are 9 1/4 by 7. And I just want to cover this up. So I'm just going to go ahead and get this paper off. And one more, oops, got a little piece right over there. Okay. Okay, I'm going to add a little glue. I mean, if you want to add like a little charm hanging off the edge, or maybe you put some paper clip with a charm, that way it can be removable. That way then you don't have it too bulky, because it's a planner. You know, that's my opinion. Everybody do you, and that's just my thoughts on it. Okay, and add that in. It covers up that awful wording inside there. I'm going to go ahead and do the back, and then we'll add the back piece. So this one is going to go on this one is going to go, oh, that's going to go Yes. I got confused for a second. I was thinking, is that the right one? Okay, this is going to go for the back inside cover. And again, this is 9 1/4 by 7. I didn't feel the need to like layer this one up because it's okay. Okay, so I'm going to put back here and I'm just going to kind of line it up. Okay, line it up a little bit. I want to make sure I get it lined up. Okay, so there we go. I'm going to go ahead and put the back piece. So this one will go on the back. Let me see. You know what? I think I'm going to do this one, this side. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and get this off. You can, okay, you can use glue if you want, but this is just my opinion, okay? Just my opinion. I'd rather use tape when doing this because if you use too much glue, like on the papers, and all I did was put a little bit around the edge, I would add tape because if you use too much glue, it makes your paper all wrinkled, and I don't want my paper wrinkled. Okay, let me turn this like this, lining this up to this side piece. I use that black strip as a guide, and there we go. Okay, we'll come back and round those corners. Cute. Cute, cute, cute. Okay, so now we're gonna make the little envelope that I put in here for this one. I made it like policy envelope, so we're gonna make an envelope for the inside. Okay, so what I've done is I have a piece of 12 by 12 paper, and I scored it at 1.5 in the top and the bottom, and then I have scored it at 3.5 and 9.5. Okay, and I've already got that scored. I'm going to go ahead and fold. Someone asked me one time, why is it called a policy envelope? I don't know. Okay. So there, get the fold. I just noticed what they're called. Some people call them, this could be like a coin envelope, but it's too big for coins. Okay, so I'm going to get this down. And a lot of this paper on this one is like the gingerbread. I can't remember, it's a gingerbread paper. I think it's photo play. And you're probably going, oh, you're cutting the cut parts, but I needed the paper, so it's all good. I'm gonna try not to hoard all my paper so much. I'm just gonna use it. Okay, not hoard, collect. Okay. Gonna cut this. So you're just going to miter or you're just gonna cut it a diagonal. As you see here, see that? That was the 1.5 score mark. And you're just going to cut, that way things fold a lot nicer too. Okay, one more. I just go in about 1/2 inch. So now all you're going to do is you're going to fold them. And I could have went up a little higher on here, but you know, it's not even, it's okay. And I think I've got just enough space right here. And actually, I almost didn't have enough space. And I might need to go over a little bit more. Let me go over a little bit more. I want to make sure that I can see, look, it's just meeting. So score it at 9 1/4. So I'm just going to bring mine over just a little bit. I'm just gonna fix it. Now, some people might say, oh, you know, you could have left this part out, but you know, sometimes we just make a mistake and we just gotta figure out how to fix it. Okay, so I'm gonna fix it. So So I just moved it over about 1/4 inch. And then I gotta fix this one as well. See that? Gotta get over to that score line, new score line. Okay, so I'm gonna press that one down very well, and I think that made it work. So when you score, do 1 1/2 and 1 1/2 on top and bottom, and on the sides do a 3 1/2 and then a 9. Okay, and that way then you have it right here and you can adhere it all together. I'm going to use some tape runner and get this sealed up. Press that down. Press this one down. Use a little tape runner to seal the bottom of my envelope. And I'm going to leave the top. See, now we got a nice little envelope. Okay, so now it's going to go right back here on the back, and I'm going to adhere it. And so I'm going to use some of the tape, the heavier tape, because if you put things in it, you know, you want to make sure it's durable and it's not going to fall off. Okay. I'm going to I'll just add tape on both sides. And I'm just using score tape. I got it on Amazon. This is a 2/3. I think it's a 3/8 of an inch. I like the 3/8. It's a good size. Add a little piece of tape runner going up the middle. Now I'm going to pop this one on the back. Okay. And now on this one, I made it for coupons, so I'm going to add coupons on here. And where the little fold is, or right there where it's met, I just use it as a guide. Just kind of stick it on. Okay, so now I got my coupon envelope. Okay. And then, let me see, I'm going to have to make one for my receipts and then the pocket on the front. So let's go ahead and add the pocket on the front, and then we're going to do our tabs. Okay, so my pocket on the front, this one is, let me give you exact dimensions. Okay, so this is about approximately 8 inches. Okay, and it's by 6. Okay, and on the one that I showed you in the beginning, this right here was just a piece of paper out of this Simple Stories, and that's how I come up with the 6 by 8 measurement. But this one was just an extra scrap. So as you see right here, this was part of the branding strip, but it's okay. It's going to be underneath. So I'm going to add tape. On the 3 sides, because you want to make sure your pocket stays on well. And then one more. Okay. So now, what I did is 6 by 8. I scored it at 3/4 of an inch on the side and a 1/2 inch on the bottom. Okay. So I'm going to take my planner. I love the way this is turning out. I really loved the green. I thought it was just beautiful, but I like this one too. Okay, I'm going to go ahead, take off my paper, off my tape. And this one is going to go right up in here. I'm just going to kind of use some of the print there as a guide to try to put this down. Okay, so there we go. Got ourselves a pocket. Go ahead and get it pressed down. Okay, that's this. So this one, I'm going to put Christmas cards on here. So let me add this. And I'll just put Christmas cards. Okay, and then, so let me see what I did with the envelopes. So just to show, I probably will add like a card or two in here. And that way then, these are just red envelopes I got them at Hobby Lobby. Okay, so now what we have left is to work on our tabs. So for the tabs, and look at how fast this came together. Once you just prepare everything, I've given you the dimensions. So once you prepare everything, you'll realize it goes fast too. Okay, so I am going to see what I did with my red paper. Here it is. I keep my scraps mostly red, and I am using this. This is a 1.5 inch punch. You're going to need 8 of these, and you don't have to use a scallop. This is what I use. So I'm going to cut 8. This should be, oh, look at that. My Cricut over here has just got a mind of its own. It just opened right up. Ever since I've had this Cricut, it happens. Okay, so got my 8. So on the first one, on the first page, I'm going to take one of my circles and I'm going to put it up here, and I use the edge of my scallop kind of as a guide. So you want to just leave a little bit poked out. So it's gonna go about like this. Okay, and I'm just leaving out maybe 1/2 inch or so. Okay, so I'm gonna add some tape. I'm going to add it, and I'm going to go in here. I'm going to line, and I'm making sure, I want to make sure I just want to grab one paper, okay, where I put my tape, see, I'm just going to go over here. Okay, so there we go. And what I did is on the back, I added one on the back as well. So I'm gonna just kind of layer over the other one. Okay, so now I got my first tab, okay? And then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do the next one. So I'm gonna give myself approximately 20 pages. Approximately 20. So I'm going to take my next scallop or circle, whichever you prefer, and I'm going to line it up. So they both are sticking out about the same distance, okay? So I'm going to go about like here. And I'm just going to go ahead and add my tape. Oops, I have 2. So I'm going to make sure that I'm giving myself ample space. So you don't want them all out like the same. I think I need to go out just a little bit more. Not bad. Okay, so press that down. And then I'm going to take the other scallop and put it on the other side. And then just line it up. Okay. Okay, so now I've got 2. See how those look? Isn't that cute? Okay, now I'm going to go over about 20 more pages. I'm just going to guesstimate. Okay. And then I'm going to do the next one. I scallop. I'm going to add tape. Just add tape like on the bottom part until you get it where you want it. Okay. I'm just lining it up. Okay, press that down. Bring it over, and I'm going to put it on the back of this one. At first I thought, yeah, I don't really like those little scallops on there, but then they grew on me. I'm adding a little glue on this one because I want to make sure I get it right at that edge. I didn't get it right at the edge on that one. Okay, press down. Okay, one more tab. I'm going to go over approximately 20 pages. And I'm going to put my last one. Okay. I'm going to go about right in here. Okay. Put the one on the back. And y'all, this could be a right or wrong way to do this. This is the way I do it, and it worked out great. It turned out very cute. Okay, so now I got my tabs. So see now we've got our tabs. Okay, so you could put them up a little bit more, but the wording, you're not going to be able to see your words very well if you put them up too far. Okay, so I have calendar, Christmas card list, or Christmas. I left off Christmas. It was too much. And let me see the ones I've already got cut. Gift list. So my first tab is going to be menu. So I'm trying to just mimic what I've already done. But let me trim this. Okay. I'm going to try to trim it. Oh, my stomach is growling. It's time for a peanut butter sandwich. Okay, let me see. Menu first. Back in the office next week, so there won't be any lunchtime videos like this. So bear with me. Already got my everything paid for my craft fair. Of course, I was accepted. I was wondering, okay, am I accepted or what? Because I didn't receive my email, so I called them yesterday, and they said, oh yeah, you were approved on the 13th. And I'm like, okay, well, you know, it'd be nice for us to know this. Okay, got menu. And the next one is gift list. So I'm just going to put glue on these. And I'm going to put gift list. And it kind of sticks off my red scallop a little bit, but that's okay. Press that down. The next one is card list, and I'm leaving off the Christmas since it was too big. And of course, these fonts are the Watermelon Family. Love this font. Okay, so card list is going to go here. Okay, open this up. Okay, and then the last one is calendar. And I'm going to see if I can find some kind of calendar or create one on my design space. But you can put any kind of calendar, anything that you have that might work for a calendar. So it's going to go here. And I could have made these a little bit smaller, the words, but it's okay. I'm not going to go back in and do them again. Okay, and this kind of sticks over quite a bit, so I'm just going to kind of round my edge just a tad, and then I'll not worry about it. Okay, so on the calendar, I found this one in that little 8x6 pad that I showed you. And it just says Hello December. I thought it was fitting. So I'm going to add some tape running on there. And I'm going to put this right over. And also it helps to hold your little tab down. So there we go. So that one's for the calendar. Got our coupons. And then card list. I didn't have anything gift list. Okay, gift list. I put a red envelope. And this is just a 5x7 envelope, I believe. Got it at Hobby Lobby. And I'm just going to add tape. And just going to line this one up. Okay, press that down. This one will have receipts. It's going to go here. There are tons of people that make planners out there. Everybody uses these kind of notebooks. This is just my take on it. And I like the way it turned out. Okay, I'm putting my receipts. Just putting it across here. And I left the paper in my other room, but I put a decorative piece here on the other one. So I'll come back and do that. And then this one right here, this is the front one where I'm just going to put this Merry Christmas. So let me add tape. Okay. I just thought it kind of gave it something nice. And lining it up, using the lines on the paper as my guide. And there we go. Now originally, I'll show you this. Originally I created this on my design space so it could make like a little tab and I could just stick it on. But I kind of didn't like the way they were coming out. I guess they were okay, but they would have just kind of been a tab going over. I guess that would have been fine. But I changed my mind, decided to use scallops. And I like those too. So that's pretty cute. So anyway, so this is how I made the Christmas planner. I think they're so cute. Now I have two, y'all. Isn't it cute? I love it so much. And it's just simple and sweet. You could put I'm going to put these in a cellophane package, pair it with a pen. And I'll just have these. Now, let's talk pricing because I really am up in the air on it. And I still need to come back and use my corner chomper on the corners here. But let's talk pricing. So the notebook was 50 cents. And the paper, I'm going to give myself, let's say I'm going to give myself $3 for the paper. And maybe $1 for all the little labels that I made because it didn't take much to print those. So really, I'm thinking maybe $7 or $8. Now, don't come for me here on this. There are some people say I don't value what I make or whatever because maybe I don't charge as much. But y'all, if you're out at a craft fair and if you want to sell it, you cannot price it way too high. I mean, you've got to put it at a decent price where people will purchase it. And at the end of the day, you don't want to come home with it. So that is my thoughts on my pricing. The pricing is just my thoughts on it. So, if you want to do a different pricing on yours, then go for it. But for me, in my area, this is what I feel is probably a good price. Maybe $8 is probably a decent price. Maybe $10. Let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. But I think it's turned out so cute, and I love having the little scallop circles as my tabs. Got a place for your receipts. Got a place for your card list, so your Christmas card list. And then your calendar. I'll see what if I can find one back here to put back here. And then in the back, put a big policy envelope for coupons, or maybe like a little sale thing or something like that if you want to. Or if you go to Kohl's and you get those Kohl's cash, you want to stick your Kohl's cash back in here as well. So anyway, aren't they cute? I just think it just turned out darling, and I love it. I think they're so cute, and they're fun and inviting, and yep, that's it, y'all. Thanks so much for stopping by and joining me on my lunch break. I've got about 10 minutes left on my break, so it'll be time enough for me to make that peanut butter sandwich and put something in my stomach, and I'll get back to work. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in my next video. Oh, and thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you so much. If you've been around for a while, I always say it. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate your support. And yeah, just know that I love and appreciate each one of you. And that's it. Have a great day, y'all. Love you guys. Bye.